Hey, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Evan. This is my channel, and it's a new year. 2021 is here. Happy New Year. We survived 2020. Congratulations. And yeah, this video is centered around goal setting because it is that time of year, the New Year's resolutioners, the new year, new me, and I'm all for it. You want to make a positive change in your life, you want to better yourself and better your situation in 2021, I'm 100% for that. I support that. I support you in wanting to make that positive change. Hell yeah. This video is centered around goal setting because with good intentions that we actually make for the new year and what we want to accomplish in the new year, a lot of us come up short and a lot of us burn out very quickly to get to those goals. So in this video, I wanted to tell you guys some tips that may help you stay on track in order to get to your goals in 2021, a tip or two, as well as share with you my own personal health and fitness goals, kind of give you a little insight on where I'm at currently and where I want to go. So let's go ahead and get on into it. All right, so first things first, why is it important to set goals? Actually, I think it's very important because it's good to have something to strive towards. It keeps us focused and it gives us a reason to do the harder work to get there. What I mean by that is that, when we first start out, it's fun, it's exciting, it's new, and it's something different. But once that kind of wears off, then those mornings where you don't want to get up, or the workouts that you just don't want to do, you don't want to go to the gym that day, having those goals set in place to remind you of where you want to go can help you get there. Setting a goal in the beginning with the end in mind is going to help you out, and that's why it's really important to set them, in my opinion. It's good to set goals, most definitely, but what I think is not good is to obsess on those goals the whole time. I think actually James Clear in the Atomic Habits put this analogy where people want to, like, I don't know whether it was a football or basketball game, but it's like to win a basketball game, every team wants to win, but it'd be very silly to just focus on the scoreboard the whole time. It's not about focusing on the scoreboard, but playing good basketball or something like that. Anyways, great book. Definitely listen to it. Definitely one of the inspirations for this video. Shout out to James Clear and Atomic Habits. I most definitely recommend read or listen on Audible. Again, not sponsored. And if you guys want to hear any of my recommendations as far as books that I would recommend and books that I have listened to personally or read personally, comment down below. And if you want me to make a video on that, let me know. Now back to the topic. Don't focus on the scoreboard, focus on playing good basketball or something like that, right? Now, it's important to focus on winning the game or focus on that goal that you set out for yourself. But if you're only 2 days into it and you're like, I'm not at my goal yet, or I'm not making any dent of progress into my goal, it's like, well, you're only 3 days in. It's okay. Like you're at the very start. You're not going to see any significant difference in the very beginning when you first start out. That's totally fine. And in fact, I would not, like, once you have that goal set, it's great. I wouldn't say forget about it, but then I would say put that kind of in the background and then focus on the work to get to that goal. What I mean by that is kind of developing habits to get to your goal. So focus on the habits to that goal and not the goal itself, and you will get there. So what I mean by that is that, well, I want to get in shape. Okay, that's a little broad. I want to lose weight. So what can I do? All right, well, let's start out with the very simple, something that's easily attainable, but just a little bit difficult enough, or just something that's just slightly outside your comfort zone. Not by too much, something that's within range. So if you're a sedentary person, you're on the couch, or start out by going on a 15-minute walk. You don't have to even go to a gym. Just go on a walk, 15 minutes every day. More than what you're doing right now. So if you're just sitting on the couch the whole time, sitting at a desk, quarantined, take a walk 15 minutes every day and just focus on that. That's one habit that you could start doing. Start implementing that. Adding a salad into your nutrition every day. So start with that, and then progressively, once you get those down, then add in another habit that can help you get you to your goals of losing weight. I have a video that actually talks about that with the tips of how to lose weight. That'll pop up as well, and you can go watch that if you haven't already. Building on small habits and doing them daily will help you actually get you to your goal. If you're obsessing with the goals and you're 3 days in and then you're not seeing any results, you get discouraged and you want to quit and you want to revert back to the old habits that kind of got you to where you were, where it's not where you want to be. So in order to get to those new habits, we need our new goals, the newer place that we want to be. We need to implement newer habits into our life to replace those old habits that we don't want anymore. So focusing on the habits, I think, is going to be better because, again, it's a daily practice, and it's okay if you don't do it every single day. It's just important that you do it more days than you don't. So doing it the majority of the time. And if you are so obsessed with the goal and with the goal itself, but you don't do any of the habits or any of the work to get there, one, you're not going to get there because you're just obsessing over the goal and you're not taking enough action, or you are you're doing everything it takes to get there, whether it's healthy for you or not. And once you get to your goal, then you just revert back to your old ways, and then you don't end up retaining that goal. You end up going back to the place that you were from day one. And so you went through all of this trouble, and then now you're back where you started. So in order for us to get to our goal and then maintain and keep our goal, and very important to just focus on the habits to get there, because we want to make lifelong habits, or healthy habits, to help us get to our goals. That's what I gotta say. My suggestions are: make goals. Goals are great. Once you make them, focus more so on the habits to get to those goals. So brainstorm, figuring out, what am I gonna do in order to get to these goals? So I guess, like, if you're in the gym and you're working out, granted, if you go in there without a plan but you want to get big, it's kind of tough because you have no direction on what to do, where to go, how many reps to do, what exercises to do, how much rest time should I get, should I even have a rest day? Yes, it gets all too confusing. But once you have a path laid out for you, you can just follow the instructions and then get to your goal it's like, okay, I have 3 sets of 12 here, 4 sets of 5 there. You get the point. Man, I'm thirsty. Go Raptors. Even though they're having a really tough season right now, it sucks, but come on, guys. It's gonna be a tough season, but I'm still fan. Go Raptors. Anyways, having a plan set in place is gonna make it much easier to get to your goals, because even in the tough times in the path to that goal, you'll at least have a blueprint and you'll have instructions on how to get to that goal. So celebrate the small wins and the small victories. And when you mess up, it's okay. Just pick up from where you left off and keep going. Like, if you have one horrible day of eating, the next day, don't be so harsh on yourself. Don't focus, don't be like, it's like, well, if I already had one bad day of eating, I'm gonna go into another bad day of eating. That just kind of defeats the purpose of getting to your goal in the first place. So if you have a day where you're off, just pick it up the next day and continue to move forward. It's okay. Just acknowledge the fact, it's like, well, that happened. There's nothing I can do about it now because that's in the past. So what am I going to do today? Well, I'm going to do my best to get to my goal today from where I am right now. So just pick yourself back up, dust the dust off your shoulders, and keep moving forward, like Rocky said. So that's it with the goal setting and my tips on getting to your goals. Just some tips that have helped me in the past, and I know that could possibly help you as well. Now, I have some of my goals that I'm going to have. So this is what I have set for 2021. Now, the first one is to work on my strength. I have definitely lost strength over the year of 2020 with the gyms closed and the lack of resources of type of training that I usually do. I have definitely lost a bunch of strength, which is okay. Again, life happened, and yeah, for me, it's a fun goal. Do I need to be absolutely strong? Like, is that like a must? Like, am I gonna not survive if I'm not strong? No, this is a goal because I want to be strong. I it's a fun goal. It's a fun thing to achieve. And I do like having strength. I feel great when I'm strong. So that is my goal is to gain as much strength as I can in 2021. I want to get back to where I was and then progress even further. And we'll see how close I get to that goal. But it's a fun goal, and I'm excited for it. It makes me excited to actually get back into a regiment and work on strength. Now, the second goal that I have is actually to implement more cardio. Now, I know I've been guilty of this, saying this in the gym, because again, there's always a little bit of a gym bro, and I think in just about every one of us. But I know that I've definitely said this in the past, but the whole entire cardio, I think it's cardi no. I've definitely been guilty of saying that, and the truth of the matter is that as much as I don't really like cardio because I think it's either boring or if it's too intense, I'm just lazy about it. There's no excuse about it. It's important. You need to work on your heart health, and that is very important. It's a big health goal. I just need to implement more cardio than what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm starting out with. I'm just going to do 3 times a week of moderate intensity, steady state cardio, starting out with just 20 minutes and then slowly building up my building up to 30 minutes 3 days a week, while I'm also building strength for at least the first 4 months of this program. So anyways, it's a health goal. It's very important, especially with everything that's going on right now with the pandemic, with the COVID-19. It's important that we do focus on our health, and cardio is a must for health and longevity, and we should all do more of it, myself included. I am very guilty of not doing my cardio, and I'm calling myself out on that right now. So yeah, do more cardio, and that's probably the most important goal of my 3 goals that I have for this year. The first goal was a fun goal. I definitely want to do that. I want to get strong. I want to feel strong. Implementing more cardio is a must. I think that is a more important goal. And then the last goal is about like my body composition. I got a DEXA scan actually last week. And what a DEXA scan is, it reads your body composition, so it's a body fat testing. And I did this with the intent in mind that I'm like, okay, this is just gonna be a starting point. I just want to see where I am roughly and see where I can go. So I got my reading, and it said that I was 20% body fat at 200 pounds. Is this high for me? Kinda. Like, I mean, I haven't been like this high in a while, but am I still healthy? Yes, I'm definitely in a healthy range, though. Do I want to lower that percentage? Most definitely, and that's my last thing. Granted, I don't want to focus on getting absolutely shredded right now. I don't really care about that. I do want to lower my body fat percentage a little bit, but I also want to increase my muscle mass. So I'm going into a body recomposition phase, and I think that's gonna be great with not only the implementation of cardio, but having a solid workout regimen, because the last couple months, even though that have been working out at a outdoor gym, I've just been kind of getting back into the swing of working out regularly again, because for a while I wasn't working out with barbells at all. So this is kind of something for me just to build more muscle, build more strength again, as well as adding in that cardio, which granted, I'm doing cardio more so for the health, but having that extra activity is going to help with some of the fat loss as well. But my main goal is I'm not trying to get shredded. I'm just trying to gain a little bit more muscle mass, cut a little bit of body fat, and then see where my body is in the next 4 months, and then I'll make a decision on whether I want to lean down or not, or if I want to just stay the same. So, but right now, a little bit of a recomposition, and that's my third goal. It's not the most it's not the most important goal, but it's just a goal to have. And I'm like, no, you know what? Like, there's nothing wrong with the way I look right now, I think, but I think that I can look better and I want to. So, and when you look good, you feel good, except, you know, like if you're 3% body fat on stage, you may look like jacked and shredded and looking great, but you may not feel good. And that's a whole other story. I'll talk about it some other time. Anyways, that is it. That is it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys like the video, please like the video. Well, if you guys aren't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you guys like the video and like this content, let me know. And let me know what you guys want in the next videos that I have set up. And yeah, anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I hope that you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.